to Paranormal Central, broadcasting live from Central California with your hosts Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas. Broadcasting video worldwide at paranormalcentral.net and broadcasting audio on the network. Are you ready to witness something you cannot explain?
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Paranormal Central, broadcasting live from the bottom left-hand corner of the Nevada Triangle in a city called Fresno, California. Hello everyone, my name is Jeffrey Gonzalez. I am your host for the show. I'm also the founder of a group called the Sanger Paranormal Society. Been investigating the paranormal going over 14 years, so I'm just not up here talking about it, actually living it. I have a team. One member of the team sitting right here to the right-hand side of me, Mr. Alan Thomas.
Hi, y'all. Good to see you.
Thank you very much for showing up wherever you may be around the world. I appreciate it. We are broadcasting live on Sunday nights at 6 o'clock p.m. West Coast time, California time, in a city called Fresno, California. We have been doing this. I have been actually investigating the paranormal going over 14 years. Been doing this video. Not a podcast, it's a video cast.
A blog?
No.
A B show?
No. You know, people say it's a podcast, and no, to me a podcast is just audio.
Yeah.
That's what I consider a podcast. This is more than a podcast. I wish there was an actual name for it. There probably is, I just don't know what it is. Maybe somebody can tell me what it is, but otherwise, been doing this since 2007. We're going on 10 years now here, broadcasting from a little hole in the wall now to a major studio, and eventually here, hopefully within the next couple of weeks, we're going to go through a major camera setup, different type of setup for you guys, and we're going to put on a real show for you. Even though you think this is the real show, haven't even begun. Just do what I want to do. I have so much stuff that I have up here that I want to get out and show it to you guys, but it takes time. Thank you for showing up again wherever you may be around the world. We have fans all around the world, and I am broadcasting right now live on Facebook Live and on live stream. We have a channel on live stream. For those who don't know, you can go to our website, paranormalcentral.net, paranormalcentral.net. That'll take you over to the live stream channel, and you can watch us there. And yeah, so if you don't want to watch us on live stream, you can always go to Facebook. And we are monitoring both chats. Mr. Alan Thomas has got the live stream over there, and I've got the Facebook Live over here. And there you go. So, all right. Tonight, we're going to be talking a little bit about everything. I got a call. Actually, I got a message on Facebook. Somebody caught our TV show. For those who don't know, yes, we have a TV show on the CW right now only in Central California. So yeah, we're actually going into millions of homes between Bakersfield and Merced. And the show is on Saturday nights at 12 midnight on the CW network in this area. And it's, again, 12 midnight on Saturdays. And this lady, was watching it on last night. We had a rerun last night. Next week, we'll start back up again. So she sent me a message via Facebook and was telling me about all the UFO encounters and stuff that's been going on with her and her husband in Fresno, California. And I called her. I told her, can I have your phone number? Actually, she sent it to me. I called her on the phone. And we talked for a while. I asked her, do you mind if you come on the air and tell us what's been going on with you. And she said, sure. So we're going to have her at 6:15. We're going to call her, and we're going to have her come on the phone. And there is some stuff that we talked on the phone about that I cannot repeat. Some high, top secret stuff, but there's still stuff there that she can tell us about without getting that part involved, because they just say we can't. And sorry. But still, the stuff that she has is pretty exciting, and we're going to talk about that. So, okay. All right. So let me get on Facebook here. And we have a lot of people all over the United States and all probably the world too, I figured. So,
yeah, so all you guys on Facebook, share it. Share the link.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Share the link right now onto your wall. That would be awesome, because that way many people who are your friends who have never heard of us can as well check us out, because they want to know what you're watching, and let them get in to watch us as well. Why not, huh? That way we can have more. Hi, is there a live stream tonight? That's what we're doing, Amber.
Live stream right here.
Yeah,
right there.
Yeah, we got live stream and Facebook Live going on right now. Okay, so like I said, about 7 minutes, I'm going to call that person. I'm going to just say she is Jane Doe, and then we're going to talk to her. So we will be, for those who are in the Fresno area, we will be at the Grizzly Stadium this Thursday and Friday night from 7:05 until 10 o'clock, whenever the game ends. They have the halfway to Halloween is going to be those 2 nights. So we will be at the Grizzly Stadium this Thursday and Friday night. So get your tickets. It was too late to get a section for you to sit in. So if you just want to go and hang out with us, we'll have an area dedicated to us on the left field pavilion concourse up walking area to the right hand side, where Hobbs Grove is going to have their haunted house. We'll be there. Ellen's going to be there. I'm going to be there. Hillary's going to be there. My film crew is going to be there. We're going to shoot B-roll for the TV show. And if you want to come by and talk to us in person about any, cool story that you have, if you have any visuals you would like to show us, please bring them. Anything on your iPhone or your cell phone that you recorded that you want to get our opinion on, please bring it. If we just might want to interview you there on the spot for the TV show, and obviously you have to sign a release form for the TV show. But why not? Okay. So bring what you have. If you have a story, bring it. If you want to stop by and shake our hands, well, then do it.
Want to take a picture?
Do it.
Bring your camera.
That's right. Bring your cell phone. That's your camera right there. Bring it, and come out down, and we'll just we'll say hi. Say hi to us. If you want to buy us a hot dog, don't spit in it, and I'll take it.
Or 2.
Yeah. So again, we will be at the Grizzly Stadium on the 18th and 19th, which is this Thursday and Friday night. Come on by and have some fun. I want to talk to you. I want to shake your hands, find out who you are. Don't be bashful. Come on back and talk to us. All right. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there who are watching right now.
Ditto.
Happy Mother's Day. I had a big shindig this morning with my wife. It was huge. I spent a lot of money. We went to the swap meet. That was our.
Cost you probably more to get in than what you bought.
No, it's free to get in.
Is it?
Yeah, but no, my son.
Going next week.
Yeah, it's a Sunnyside swap meet. I remember the days when we used to go as a kid, when that swap meet used to be a swap meet. Yeah. Oh my God. So they're trying to get it to that point right now. It's taking a long time. It's just because now they have cherry auctions and they have other swap meets everywhere, so everybody's spread out. But anyway, my son wanted to go because you all know those spinners that is out now, and it's the new craze. First it was the Kadamas, and now it's the spinners. Well, supposedly the swap meet's the place if you want to go get the spinners. And surely enough, that's where they were at. So my son got about 3 or 4, and he's a collector in Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars. So the kid knows. He's always on YouTube. He knows what to look for. He knows the dates on the bottom. He knows. So he'll buy a Matchbox or a Matchbox car or a Hot Wheel for 50 cents or $1. He'll look it up on the Google and it's worth $20. So he has boxes and boxes of those suckers.
Me too.
So
I collect the ones with the UFOs. I mean, the surfboards. The surfboards.
Surfboards.
Yeah, on like the vans and the station wagons.
Okay.
Woodies.
Right.
I bought one for 99 cents at, I think it was Save Mart or something like that. I couldn't believe they had it.
Mm-hmm.
$90 on on eBay.
Sell it.
Nope, it goes in my collection.
Sell it.
I got like probably $90 ones now.
So anyways, that's what we did this morning. Going out to breakfast, going out to get a reservation someplace, it's just pretty much impossible. You got the traffic, you got people, you got waiting lines. You know what? We used to do that back in the days, but we don't do it anymore. And we just like to kick it at the house and just, like the swap meet thing was the first time we did it on Mother's Day, so we went. I was hoping to get some menudo, but they sold out by the time I got there. Dang, damn it.
Really? That is quick.
Dang, damn it. And we got there at about 8:30.
Wow.
So it sold out fast. And, they can only make so much and have it in there in the Roach Coach. That's where I was gonna get it. But all right, it's weird, but we got perfect streaming over here. Like last week, we had that yellow thing going on, and I don't understand that at all. Now it's just perfect. I don't get it. I don't get it
either. We didn't do anything different.
No, we didn't do anything different. I have no idea. So all right, let's just say hi, Tim, at where I work. Tim just tuned in. We have Isaiah, Tina, Tom, Amber, Cindy, Tina again, Chef Regina, Cindy, Deborah. My wife keeps coming up. John Kierstead, Danny tuned in too. Oh, he's finally back from vacation, from Vegas again. Yeah, you suck. And I'm scrolling up, and I see Cindy again. Laurel is in. He's the guy I get all my stuff from the Guitar Center. For you guys that ever want to go to the Guitar Center and get some cool deals, just tell them that Jeff from Paranormal Central sent you.
Oh, that was my mom.
And it's Laurel Martins.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
What? No, different Laurel.
Oh.
Is it your mom's name, Laurel?
Yeah.
Lauro?
Oh, no, Laurel, Laurel.
Oh, okay. No,
Hi, Laurel.
This guy,
I know him, too.
This guy works at the Guitar Center, so he's really cool and gives me some great deals and stuff. So, then Casey Slaughtered is in there. All right. So, I think we got actually, let's call her up. So, let's call up Miss Top Secret.
Top Secret.
Don't want to say her name because she told me no.
Top Secret calls.
So we're going to call her right now. If I had some music. Actually, I haven't. Oh, never mind.
Adele is a shapeshifter.
Adele? What? Oh, I heard about the reptilian eyes thing. I saw that on Facebook.
Yeah, me too. She's turned into an 8-foot reptilian.
Hello.
Hi, this is Jeffrey.
Hi, Jeffrey. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Okay, you're on the air. So do you want me to call you by your first name, or you want to have a code top secret name to go by?
Let's go with a top secret code of Shannon.
Shannon. Okay.
Shannon. Hi, Shannon.
We have Shannon on the air. So Shannon, last night you happened to catch the show. I'm thinking this was the first time you saw the show.
Yes, it was for the first time.
For the first time. And so you've never, you've lived in Fresno. You've never heard of me or us or any of that. It just so happened the show brought you into our lives, and we welcome you.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you called, because you know as well as I do that Fresno is a crazy place to live, right?
Well, sure is. Lots of activity of many kinds in this location. So.
Right. Yeah. So, okay. So let's start from the very beginning. you're actually from Santa Cruz area, is that right?
Yeah, born and raised, but that's because both of my parents are from Fresno, and they liked Santa Cruz when they were young.
Got it. Okay. So, got it. Okay. So, so let's start from the beginning. You called me. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no, I called you because I've had some similar experiences and wanted to share with you.
Start sharing from the very beginning, from things that started with you and your husband, and go for it.
Good, okay. Well, my husband and I were living with a friend's mother, and I was away. I was in Hawaii, actually, Kauai, and Lahui. It was not Lahaina, it was Lahui. And so I was with my mother, and my husband called me and said, I'm sitting in my backyard, our backyard, having a cigarette, and I noticed this big silver hovering craft of some sort that had multicolored lights, and it was just sitting there. You know, it was slowly circling around, and so he's telling me about this and describing it to me, and then he did, whoa. So he told me it just kind of jumped from one place in the sky to about 20 feet up and about 40 feet away, just kind of zoop, like immediate. And he's seen many other things, but this one was fairly blatant. It was, easily seen about 2 p.m. for him, and he's explaining this to me. He says, it's so weird.
Now,
I've never heard any other reports about it. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, the reason why I want to interrupt you is I want to tell everybody where this place is at. The location is Floridora, Wishawn area. So you're talking about the Tower District.
Yep.
Okay.
That's where we lived at the time.
Okay, so the Tower District is where all this crazy stuff has been happening to you. Now,
For the most part.
Okay, the flying saucer, because that's basically what he was describing, was a round metallic saucer shape with lights and just hovering about 30 feet over him in the backyard, right?
Right.
Okay.
And he just said it's just hovering there and slowly circling around. He said it looked like a scene out of that movie that was, back in the 80s.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
Close Encounters of the Third Kind. But not quite as big.
Mm-hmm.
He said it was probably, about 40 feet across and maybe 12 feet high, maybe a little bit bigger than that. That was from his perspective. And it just kind of hung out there. And then it moved. And then it moved again. So much faster than any of our crafts have the ability to do, and in diagonal or whatever direction. And then, as he's sitting there describing it to me, it just shot up straight up into the air.
Okay.
So,
now
it
this is not the first time this has happened to you guys.
No.
Okay.
We've both seen different kinds of crafts during the day, at night, and we are very true believers.
So why do you think you keep witnessing these things?
Not sure. Maybe they like us. Maybe they're attracted to us. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
But they are fairly common in the Tower District area as well as the entire Central Valley. So there's been lots of people that have seen them all over.
Mm-hmm.
Up in the mountains, down here, in Visalia. I follow that sort of things because I truly believe, and I'm very interested in it.
Okay.
Hear what other people see.
Right. And like I said, we're popular, but not that popular. And I'm glad that we have something on TV that, you just happen to be scrolling along and all of a sudden it's all Paranormal Central. You stopped and there you go. Then you probably...
And I watched it. Yeah.
And you Googled it and you noticed, oh my gosh.
I found you and yeah.
So, but yeah, like I said, we have the TV show on Sundays, or Saturday nights, what you watched last night, but we also have another internet show on Sundays at 6 o'clock, and that's what you're on right now with the video.
Wonderful.
So, later on, I'll send you a link so you can go to that and you can watch it and listen to yourself. And that way, from now on, every Sunday.
Oh, good. That's what I was just going to ask.
Yeah,
That sounds so great.
Right.
I'm really interested in hearing more and other people's reports. And
Yeah, well, that you'll get it definitely here.
wonderful.
So what other stuff has been going on in the Tower District that you want to tell us about?
Well, we had a friend who passed away probably about 9 years ago. And I was still pretty young then, in my early-ish 20s. And we heard from people that he had passed away, but not really sure because people say a lot of things and it gets passed around and you can't really be sure. Well, we all went to the funeral and found out the date that he had passed away. And we all kind of got together and talked about it and said, if he passed away on a Wednesday, then how come we all saw him and talked to him and hung out with him on reggae night on Thursday? How is that even possible? And yet we all discussed it in our own experiences, and very much so. He was there the night after he passed away. He was a very good friend, and he was kind of known for sneaking up on people anyway. But he was definitely there. There was a whole bunch of us that were friends with him, and we all talked about it. And it was kind of amazing. We're all just kind of in awe, like, no, he was for sure there. And many people saw it.
So
and he was a real good guy. So that was kind of another little phenomenon. Go ahead.
How long was he there in the club?
Oh, God, I don't know, maybe a couple hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, I guess.
And he was drinking with you guys and talking to you guys?
Oh, yeah, hanging out. This was on the back porch of Vinny Vitty Vinci's.
And this was in what city? In what city?
In Fresno, California, in the Tower District.
Really?
And it was, yeah. Oh, yeah. So, and it was his mom who my husband and I were living with when he saw that saucer in the sky.
What's going on with it?
There's a connection to this family for some reason.
If you Google the Tower District, it comes up as many people describe the Tower District as being a vortex, a portal of some type that's going on in the Tower District, because it's not just what you described. You got UFOs, you got ghosts, just a lot of weird stuff happening at the Tower District. And vortexes, vortexes came. That name keeps popping up. That for some reason that location is just weird. I don't know why. I guess we're gonna have to do some more investigating in the Tower District and see what we can find out. I mean, I don't really know much about the Tower District, to be honest.
It's old.
Yeah,
it has a lot of old houses.
Just to throw a name out there, there's a gentleman who does all the art shows. His name is Art Silva. And he would be a great guy to talk to if you ever could. Because he's been down there for so many years.
It just so happens that his uncle's sitting right here next to me.
Yeah. That's my nephew.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
That's my co-host, Alan. Yeah, we know Art very well.
Well, the first time I met him, I gave him a great big hug. And the guy that introduced me to him went, she's kind of a hugger. And I went, yeah, sorry about that. But he does so much for the Tower District and gets so many people involved. And so I'm just going to say, from a little hippie from Santa Cruz who found the Tower District and was stoked, hello.
Okay, so he knows who you are then? Or
you know what? He would probably recognize my face, but he doesn't know me personally.
Got it. Okay.
But I would love to help do flyers and help out because I sure appreciate what he does for the Tower District. Big time.
Cool.
Well, you should be able to find him. Go to the Artourage on Facebook.
Yep.
Yeah, Facebook?
Yeah, go to the
Good, I will.
Yeah.
It's a fan page or something like that, and it's called the Artourage, and you could hook up with them on there.
Okay.
Wonderful.
So
well, good.
still that's kind of funny. Is that a small world or what?
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
it is proven to me on a regular basis.
Wow, coincidence?
I was wondering, like, in all the times of all the things that you've been doing, like, one of the themes or the things that happens to almost everybody that has UFO contact, do you have missing time? Like, is there any time?
You know what? I have experiences, and I did not explain this to you before, but I have experiences where I kind of blank out. This has happened to me in Hawaii. I was listening to reggae, and I was stoked, and these people tried to talk to me, and I could not respond. This has happened to me on Olive Street at the coffee shop. Gosh, before it was, what is that? It's right next to Piemonte's, which I heard just had problems, and Landmark, and all these places that have been there. I've had these experiences there where I know that I'm there, but it's like I blank out. I cannot talk. I cannot move. I cannot respond. And I'm not sure what that's about. But that only has happened in really powerful places. Like I said, I was in Hawaii listening to reggae. I love reggae. I like most music, but reggae really speaks to me. And I'm not quite sure why. I just kind of wake up. This has happened at a woman's house in the Cloud District where she's calling my name, and it looks like I'm spacing out at the TV, but I'm kind of having an out-of-body experience. So I'm not sure why that happens, but it definitely does.
Okay.
I know that I have ADHD and I'm dyslexic, and
well,
so
I've heard of that. I hear that a lot, where the people they blank out, but only they didn't go anywhere or anything. They're just like blanked out though. And some people tell me
I cannot respond. I cannot move my body. Oh,
and
yeah.
They can hear everybody around them too, but they can't do anything. And I've even heard of people that are that way, and they're being attacked, they think, like by something demonic, and they're putting all their resource or their mind or brain to fighting whatever it is. Even though they can hear everything around them, they can't talk until they're done fighting whatever it is that feels like it's pressing in on them. And from the Tower District, that's what I'm talking about.
I would love to have responded in that situation, because that could have been an opportunity for me. Who knows? But I was unable to respond, and I kind of felt myself do this weird little laugh. That's not a laugh I normally do. So, and the only two places that's ever happened to me was in Lihue and in the Tower District.
Interesting.
So who knows
what's going on in the Tower District?
I don't know. I got several stories this week from there, ghost story things.
Yeah. So what else do you got there, Shannon?
Let me see. Well, I talked to you about this earlier. I am staying in a hotel right now because we're trying to get into a house, and but I was laying in the bed watching TV. My cat is right next to me, who's my little maid. She's also kind of a seer. And this thing that I couldn't personally see walked onto my lap. I looked at my cat first off, and my cat is not looking at me. She's looking up at whatever this thing is. I can feel it, but I can't see it. And I can move, and it'll go away, but then as soon as I lie still again, it'll be right there. And then I saw silver dollar size, like, footprints in the blanket that was on my lap. And it was a very strange feeling, And then I got a shot of cold up my spine, and then I felt weight on my bladder, on my chest, on my shoulders, and I could not move. And then after about a minute and a half, it was just gone. That was the first experience like that I had ever had. And it was a bit scary. I knew my cat could see it or whatever it was.
Right.
I don't know if it was a ghost. I don't know.
Well, the cat saw something.
I can see.
Right. The cat saw something.
Yeah. Looked up at it. Did not look at me. It was looking at whatever it was that was walking across me. I could not see it, but I could see the dollar-sized coin on my lap. It was very strange. Incredibly strange.
That's cool. Wonder what it
I
was.
haven't had that experience since.
Right.
It was just kind of a one-time thing so far. But,
I don't know. I don't know. So, well, why do you think Fresno is so crazy, so so full of paranormal, supernatural stuff? Why do you think?
I think it has a lot to do with the history of this place, as well as the fact that we're surrounded by mountains, and so energy, like weather here, can flow over the mountains, but kind of get stuck in our little valley, you know, from, Sacramento down to Bakersfield. This big trough that's been dug out of the middle of California. We have mountains all around. You know, I can feel energy sometimes, not always, but kind of zingy on the like my hand will go numb out of nowhere. I haven't been sitting on it or bending it or anything, and it's very strange. I know that there has been a lot of terrible things that happened here. I'm not going to name them because I have a terrible memory for that kind of stuff, but I've looked at this stuff, and there's been a lot of crazy things that have happened here over the last 10 centuries, you know. And this place has been here for an awful long time. Maybe 10 centuries is not quite accurate, but...
yeah, I don't
know. It's a magical place.
Yeah, I've always said that wherever you find our military stationed, then they know something. I've always felt that.
Yeah. No, they got to be here for a reason.
Yeah,
right?
I think they're here for a reason, and we have more military than you know with our National Guard.
Well, and they're not going to tell us the truth because they want to keep the feeble-minded, you know.
Yeah. No, they're here for a reason. Yeah.
That kind of knowledge.
Yeah. No, they're here for a reason. I think they're monitoring what's going on in this area, and they have been since the very beginning, and they're just keeping their eye on what's going on. I don't know, you know, like you said, it's very powerful. The energy is very high here, and maybe they're trying to get that energy and utilize it in some way. You know, I don't know, but
I don't know either, but I know there's been an awful lot of UFO sightings in the valley.
Right. Oh, that we do.
As well as, there's been sightings from so many different kinds of people. And like I was telling you earlier, we never heard anybody see this silver cloth that was hanging over my husband's head. Mm-hmm. We asked neighbors, we talked to people we knew that lived around there. Nobody had ever even heard of it happening.
How long ago did this happen? How long ago did this happen?
Oh gosh, I don't know, 8-9 years ago.
That's about when it's about when we were having our UFO flap in Fresno, California. We were having sightings like crazy in that area, and I would get.
I don't doubt it one bit.
And then all of a sudden, it completely just stopped, and I don't know why. But okay, awesome, Shannon. Hey, I appreciate it. Later on, after the show is done, I'll send you a link so you can go back and watch it. And if you happen to see anything or get any more great information that you want to pass along, make sure you call me and let me know. Okay?
Wonderful. Hey, do me a favor, give our brother or whoever he was, I apologize, I have a terrible memory, just give him a big hug. He'll be in there for me, okay?
Okay, sounds good. All right, you take care.
All right. You too.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. There was more to the story I was on the phone for a long time, and I can't get into it. Sorry, because I put my trust into her. It has to do with her husband, and I just can't go there. Sorry, but hopefully maybe one of these days we can, and I will let you know. It's going to be up to her. But like I said, she told me, I'm sorry, but I can't tell you. Her husband said, no, just go ahead and talk about what's been going on in the Tower District. But as far as him goes, can't get there. So, all right.
Is he military?
No, I guess even further than that. I'll tell you later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and continue on with the show. Next week, I think we are going to have the 2 retired sheriff's officers. A couple of weeks ago, they were supposed to come in, but her mom got sick. And this past weekend, or actually today, I think she's in Hawaii with her daughter, and that's why she couldn't come in. But she said in a couple of weeks, which means next week is a couple of weeks. So I'm pretty sure we'll get both of them in here, and we'll go ahead and pick their brains as far as being in both retired sheriff's officers. And she was also, it's a husband and wife, and she was also the one who tried to hypnotize us because of the lost time. And we'll talk to her about that, and talk to her about what she does now as far as the hypnotism and healing and the readings and all this kind of stuff. So that 2 hours is probably going to go by extremely fast because of the stories they both have as sheriff's officers. I can't wait to get into that as well. So, all right. I wrote down some stuff. This past Monday, when did we go see Ron? What day did we go see Ron?
I think it was Monday.
I think it was Monday. Yeah, Monday. This past Monday, we went to go see Ron Moorhead. Mr. Ron Moorhead came down to Mariposa, where he owned some property. And matter of fact, if you guys watched the show where I interviewed him here via Skype, he said he was going to be coming down to Mariposa to do some business, to take care of some business. And I said, well, shoot, if you're coming down, I'd like to set up a time where we can come down and interview you for the TV show. And we made that happen. We were out there this past Monday, and we did a good interview with him, and that'll come out eventually on the TV show. So we want to thank Ron for that. As a matter of fact, I know for those who are on live stream, here's like a snapshot of me interviewing Mr. Ron Moorhead there. Here's another one.
And everybody on Facebook can see it too if they go to your pictures, because you have them. They were all shared.
Were they? Okay, day. Yeah. And then this one here, this is a good picture. This one was the after the fact shoot that we finished shooting, and there you go. So
it was a beautiful day in Mariposa.
Yeah, it was very, very loud.
Oh yeah, it was.
Wasn't expecting that. So, all right, let's go to there. So for those who are not friends on Facebook, because I already met my limit at 5,000. You can follow me. And if you don't follow me, you're going to miss out on a lot of stuff. And you do miss out on a lot of stuff. Let me tell you guys something. I don't like to brag, but I'm going to brag right now. And I don't like to brag, but I'm going to brag right now. You will hardly ever see me bragging, but I'm going to brag. I am one of the guys on the internet when it comes down to breaking news right away. It's because I have sources. All right, not like CNN. My sources are real. I tend to break stuff before they even get it. I show things that nobody else has. All right, and when something comes over the wire, or I find something that's just like, "Are you kidding me?" I will post it on Facebook, because there's nowhere else to go but Facebook. All right, so type in Sanger Paranormal Society or Jeffrey Gonzalez, and obviously I'm at my limit, but follow me. All right? And read my stuff. All right? We live in Fresno. This is where we broadcast the show from. This is where I was born and raised here. There's a newspaper called the Fresno Bee. And in the funnies, Cheryl, my wife, was looking at reading them, and noticed something on the back page and said, look at this. And she said, look. And I said, holy smokes, are you kidding me? And you guys know a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the pterodactyl that somebody got here in Fresno, California, and the location, and we showed you the picture and all that. And we were telling everybody, we've told you before we showed this picture, that we think there's a wormhole, a stargate, a vortex here where things are coming out and in around Fresno, over Fresno. And we said, what if these pterodactyls are coming in out of a vortex, stargate or whatever, and all of a sudden are flying through, you see them for a while, and then poof, they disappeared because they're in another dimension, for example. Well, here in the Sunday paper, they had a piece, and I'm showing it to you right now, if I'm doing this right. Nope, let me show it to you right. There you go. And for those who are not on Facebook, are not on live stream, eventually we're going to be able to show you all this. What we're going to do is we're going to have a monitor up there, and we're going to be able to zero in, and you're going to be able to see everything in color, whether you're on Facebook or live stream. But on the back page, and I know you can't see it, that's okay. You can go to live stream or go to my Facebook wall. But there is 2 pterodactyls sitting in the tree, and there's 2 little kids, and you have one of the boys is looking up at the pterodactyl, and he's going, you left the portal window open again. And the girl's going, oops, my bad. And there's 2 pterodactyls sitting on the tree. Come on. Are you kidding me? Think about that. Just think about that. Where else have you ever heard of the theory that we are throwing out to you of what's happening here in Fresno? We've told you over and over what we think is happening here, and all of a sudden they're talking about it in the funnies.
And going back, like, not just months but years.
Oh no, years, yeah, because
years. We've been talking about these things ever since I can remember,
right? And because of other people who have been witnessing them. Matter of fact, I think I can zoom in like this and zoom in like this. So yeah, is it a coincidence? Is it what are the odds? I placed this on my Facebook wall, and somebody said, they're watching you. I don't know. Granted, we are popular, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Okay. A lot of people do know who we are and watch the show off and on, but I don't know. But there you go. I wanted to show that and share that with you about the funnies in the paper. It's cool that somebody is writing about that, and they actually have a lot of UFOs and a lot of Bigfoot stuff as well. But I just wanted to share that to you. That where would somebody who writes this particular funny cartoon, whatever, came up with the idea? Oh, maybe that person could be on the on the Google and reading up on it and stuff like that. Now, am I saying that this person is watching us? No, I'm not. But somebody else is thinking the same way we're thinking. Okay.
Like, I heard about another pterodactyl, but only in southern Oregon, and according to the people that saw it, well, first they heard it. They heard the wings beating, and then when they looked up, they think it was coming out of a time portal. They could actually see it come out of this hole in the sky, and it flew right over them, and they were all tripped out, that this thing,
right,
came out of this hole in the sky.
Right. Now, we were talking about, when we were talking with Ron Moorhead and interviewing him about people are now coming forward who have been investigating Bigfoot way longer than we have. We're afraid to even bring up the subject matter of what if these Bigfoots are coming in and out of other dimensions and have special powers, mind speak, throw certain frequencies at you that can make you do things, can reproduce sounds of other things and people. And we talked about that with Ron Moorhead. Because Ron Moorhead was saying that, at his spot up in Sonora in the middle of freaking nowhere, and you have to really trek in sometimes with horses, that they would hear sounds like car door slams, different types of metallic type of sounds that is like right on the outside of their sleeping quarters, where, wait a minute, there's no vehicles up here. We just heard a car door slam. Why? How can that happen?
It was the one he said, like, it sounded like all their pots and pans and everything fell off the table.
Yep.
And when they got up in the morning, nothing fell off the table. But it sounded like it.
Right. So are these Bigfoots mimicking the sounds that they have heard in the past? Whether it's at at a campsite down on the floor where the rural area where people actually live. I mean, these things are down here. And, well, when last year, when that incident occurred, when I saw the thing running and my wife had the thing whistle at her, we heard a tree snap. What we thought was a tree snap, maybe what we heard was more of an electrical charge, and this thing coming out of a wormhole, because now people are talking about these things are now coming out of stargates and wormholes, and it's getting crazy now. And I'm just hoping that the way people are talking about this stuff, it's not going to give us a bad name, to make us think that we're all pretty whacked for thinking this way. How can we be when we have experienced these things for ourselves? Like stuff that we leave for the Bigfoots at the spot, and my camera is right there. 1 second it's there, and the next second it's not. How did they disappear in front of the camera without being triggered? What were these things cloaking? And that Ron Moorhead even brought it up. These things have cloaking capabilities. And it's just, you have to step back and just, the world that we live in, this stuff is not, I watch this stuff on TV. How can this stuff be real? Well, where do you think maybe these people in TV get the ideas from? And I brought up the movie to Ron, and I've mentioned it here again, the movie Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. The thing cloaking. So maybe these things have that ability. I don't know, man. I don't know. Cool stuff, though. Cool stuff. I mean, I think about this stuff all the time. Because I try to put two and two together, to try to come up with a theory, a resolve, to try to resolve some of the things that have happened to me. I'm constantly going back in my mind trying to debunk it, and I can't. And I know I'm not whacked. I know the people who are with me aren't whacked, and who witness these things are not whacked. So I don't know. What's that?
Somehow I split the keyboard.
And you don't know how to unsplit it now.
No, I don't know what I did. All of a
Great.
sudden, this keyboard flew apart and it's broke.
Well, there's a way of doing it, so I don't know.
Yeah, reset the whole programming.
Probably turn it off and turn it back on. So
Yeah, I don't know what I did.
okay.
If I push this one.
Oh. All right. What else can we talk about here? I actually wrote down a couple of things. Hold on, guys. I don't want to talk about. Well, okay. I'm just gonna make. I'm making out a call out right now. You guys probably won't know what this means, but to the writer or writers plural of Modern Family, if you're listening to me right now, email me at sangerparanormal@aol.com or call me on my 24-hour hotline at 559-287-8367. And that is going to the Modern Family writers. If you're listening, please get in contact with me as soon as you can. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that. And they're probably tripping out right now.
Like, oh my God, he's calling us out.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything more about that right now. Okay, I'm just going to come.
What if I drank these
I'm
two
not going to
together?
say anything.
No.
No.
Ooh.
Just turn it off and on. I mean,
yeah, I will.
that's the only way to do it. All right. What sucks about Facebook and live stream is that if I play something on live stream, you guys on Facebook can't see it. And I've been doing the live stream since 2007 for 10 years. Mm-hmm. And there's really on Facebook Live right now, there's no way of doing that, of showing you what I want to show live stream. So unfortunately, you are going to be left out. So what I want to do is oh crap, I didn't save that, did I? Okay, well, hold on. Has anybody seen the recent seventh caller right now? Why, Danny? Why do you do that, Danny? Why? Why? Anybody want to call in and just talk with us and tell us any stories or anything like that while I do some stuff on the screen over here?
I would love to hear a UFO story.
559-287-8367. 559-287-8367. That is my 24-hour hotline. It used to be a UFO hotline. Now it's my everything paranormal, supernatural, conspiracy theory hotline. Program that in your cell phones, please. Again, I'm going to give it to you one more time. 559-287-8367. The last four numbers represent the letters UFOS. How convenient. I've had this number for over 10 years, guys. This is why I get a lot of stuff. And a lot of people wonder, how come I get a lot of stuff? Well, go Google right now, 24-hour hotline, paranormal hotline, UFO hotline, and see whose number comes up. It will be mine, because I am the only one who's ever had
one with it. Yeah.
I'm the only one who's ever had a number since the very beginning, since I've been doing this. Right? You can't, if you wanted to call George Norrie and tell him your story, you couldn't do it. Alex Jones, you couldn't do it. Art Bell, back in the days, you couldn't do it. All right? But you can do it with me, because I want to know what's going on. And if you call me, though, and if it says blocked, I won't answer it. There has to be a phone number that shows up on the screen, or else I won't answer it.
Yeah, I get a lot of those on mine. And then they're like, how come you didn't answer? It's like, I don't know, blocked.
Yeah. So so there you go. So make sure you unblock your phone number if you want me to answer it. And that goes for the 24-hour call-ins. That's and Randy Gibbs from Tennessee is on the Facebook, and we got Joseph from we got Oakland calling in. Let's find out what's going on with Oakland. Oakland, California.
Hello.
You're on the air.
Hi, Jeff. Hi, everybody out there. It's me, Cindy.
Hey, Cindy.
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Hey, I've been wanting to call and talk about this for a while because I've been working on this issue for about 7 years. And I lived in San Antonio, Texas for a year, and I met some people from the Austin, I forget the name of the university, but anyways, they were working on time travel and also the disintegrating and reintegrating matter. And it got me thinking about the paranormal, and it got me thinking about how time, if it's true about time. Now, there's two theories out there. One is that time is linear, and then we cannot go back in time. However, if time is not like that, but truly in a parfait, past, present, and future, happening at one time, then that may be why we can see ghosts and have deja vu. It may be that we are actually, some people are more sensitive to the time, and some of us are not. So they're able to see ghosts. I've been to a lot of places that were haunted, and I never saw anything. So I might be just that real vanilla person who doesn't experience anything because I just don't have it chemically in my body or in my brain.
Okay, now, since you said chemically, Ron, we actually talked about that with my interview with Ron Moorhead last week. that he believes we all have the ability to see into other dimensions and see things that other people can't see. He mentioned to me about, I mean, I believe there is a chapter in the book about what we eat. You know, the stuff that we put on our bodies that are blocking out the third eye, for example. He seems to think that obviously we have a third eye. Many people can have access to it, that can see these things if you are cleansed. So, some people, to this day, some people have a gift, and that gift will stay with them and stay open. Just by chance, they could be that they have, they're part of a family DNA that come from a long ways where they had that gift. And Ron says that he believes we all have that ability to do that, to look into another dimension. He even mentioned, seeing things in the corner of your eyes, that the certain light, the spectrum, the frequencies that we can only see so much. How do we open our ability to do that? Meditation, he even said, meditation, right. Eating the right food, stay away from fluoride. He even mentioned that while we were talking, Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, I see where you're going with this.
Well, here's some, it's kind of like all these threads I have, and I'm trying to weave them together in one coherent theory before I, try and produce this white paper on this subject. One of the things, you being Catholic and I'm Catholic, one of the things they talk about battling the spiritual is having to go through fasting. So there may be an element in a component to fast to get us to that spiritual level. I know that I have, on many occasions, I don't do it anymore because I just don't think it's safe anymore. But I was able to travel to the fourth dimension using meditation, and it is a different realm. I think we all have that capability, but I am not sure how safe I am when I do that. So I've stopped doing it, and just kind of stay in prayer in most of the day, because there's stuff going on around us all the time, and we're unaware of it because we're innocent. But I believe once they know that we know that they're there, then they're going to try and mess with us in our regular lives. So I've just opted out, and I'll stay in my white paper. I'll just be more theoretical about it.
Huh. Interesting. What did you do? When you said you fasted, how long did you have to fast to do this?
3 days.
Native Americans.
7 days.
7 days.
Yeah.
In order to
see Bigfoot, all kinds of different things.
Okay, and this is coming from the Native Americans. And I just, while you said that, boom, that popped into my head.
Right.
Same thing in the Bible.
Well, one of my spiritual leaders she died, unfortunately, but she taught me some of the Red Road. So
oh, wow.
That was one way that I was able to transcend. The rest is just very quiet meditation.
They have a Red Road powwow every, I think it's like
right,
New Year's Eve in Fresno, at Fresno State. So, I think it started at Fresno State. Now it's getting bigger than that. So now it's at like Save Mart Center or something, But it's called the Red Road Powwow.
Oh, wow.
And it's been going on for a long time. When I was marketing director at the casino, then I was sponsoring the event all the time and attending, But I haven't attended since I quit working. Yeah. But you're talking about an interesting thing, like according to everyone, like all spiritual people, when you fast, it like brings down some kind of a barrier that we have that you're born with, everyone's born with, And I think we were created to not have that barrier.
But the people who run our lives and the world know about what we can do.
Yeah.
And in order for them to keep their power and to keep us, keep that barrier up so we don't know exactly what's going on, they have developed a way to knock our senses down, to knock our ability down. And that could be chemtrailing, that could be putting whatever it is in our foods, the fluoride, to keep us tamed. I would love to fast one of these days, and I have a couple of friends that I interviewed a long time ago, Jamar and Tule, a while back, and they're into meditation and Buddha and all that, and they, because of what they do, they meditate and do all that. They were able to see crafts. They were. For those who live in Fresno, California, we have a street downtown Fresno called Blackstone Avenue. It's like the main drag that takes us from north to south. And they would be driving in their BMW, both of them, and they'd have the sunroof open. And they witnessed this, he said, a craft that reminded them of Battlestar Galactica type of craft. And it would follow them above the car on Blackstone. And it got so low that they could see the mechanics, all that underneath it. But no one else could see it except for them. Okay. So is it because of the meditation of what they do that they could see these things? I believe, yes. I believe all that is true. I believe that, if I stop drinking all this Pepsi that I drink every day, all the coffee that I drink with all the caffeine in it, and all the pizza and all the hamburgers that I eat, I would probably skinny up and die the next day. I don't know how I could survive with that. I'm serious. I don't know how I could survive without eating all that. That's my food.
Do you ever notice dogs following you around, like packs of dogs? Because you smell like a hamburger or a pizza or something?
I might fart a lot too, but I don't know if that's doing it. But hey, this is the internet. I can talk about whatever I want, damn it. Okay, but no, I mean, that's my food. That's what I eat. I don't know what else I could eat. It's like, growing up, I have a very fast metabolism.
Yeah.
Oh my God! When I was growing up, I could eat whatever I want. And okay, this is gonna sound gross. All right, guys, here we go. This is internet. I'm gonna say it again. But oh Lord, I could eat something, and within a couple of hours, I poop it out.
That's almost too fast.
That is fast.
Yeah.
Now check it out. My parents thought I was sick and I had worms in me and stuff.
You eat a great poop.
Oh, dude, it's I'm serious. It's like, they took me to specialists to try to find out what the hell was wrong with me.
Really?
Oh yeah, because I was so skinny in high school. I was 135 pounds. When I graduated, I was 135 pounds, and I was 6'1". That is
wow,
we're talking freaking stick.
Yeah.
All right, and it's like. I almost died a couple times. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but anyways, it's it's what we're eating. You're right, but see, I would love to cleanse myself. I guess I would have to take a whole week off of work, and do it. Now, somebody who could probably help us out here, Miss Christina, give us a call after we talk to Cindy. Call us, please, Christina, 287-8367 from the Tule, and give us your input on fasting and on all that, because I would like to hear it from you. But anyways, yeah, Cindy, I think it has something to do with, I believe everybody has the gift. Like, as a matter of fact, we tell people, if you wanted to get rid of evil, you can do it. You don't have to have a priest. You don't have to have a pastor come and do it. You have the availability to do it, and Alan taught me that. So if you can do that, if God gave you the power to do that, what other powers do we have? That the elite, the Bilderbergs, the Soros, all those people who want to continue being trillionaires and billionaires and keeping us in check, not giving us the treatment for cancer, because all that exists.
Yeah,
they have the they can get rid of cancer, they can get rid of all that, but it's all about dinero, money, pharmaceutical companies. It's all about that.
It's like free energy. They have it.
Oh yeah, free energy.
I mean, Tesla had it, and then they hid it away, and now so they can charge us for the energy.
I mean the triangle, the TR3B that I'm pointing at right now. All right, we have those. We're already up in space. We're already going to other planets. And what kind of energy does it take to run one of those things? You tell me.
I think they have like little nuclear generators.
That could be.
That last for like 500 years or something like
sure.
that. So I mean, it's free energy and gas.
Well,
to them,
I mean, look at Star Trek and all that. I'm pretty sure they run on nuclear energy as well.
What was it? The trilithium crystal.
Oh, you got me on that.
Or dilithium.
Sorry, Cindy. We're going on a tangent over here. You there, Cindy? Oh, shit.
Oh, did you hang up?
No, I didn't. Cindy, you there? Cindy. No, she's still on. Cindy. Holy crap, what happened?
I don't know.
Cindy. Oh, no?
No.
She's still there. Cindy.
She's not in chat, or my chat froze. How's your signal?
We're good.
Okay.
Check 1 2, Cindy. Hello, Cindy. Over and out. KMJ 365. Cindy, are you there? Over. We're still on. I don't know what happened, Cindy. Cindy. Did she faint on us? Hold on. Cindy. I just tried to get her on Facebook. No? Cindy! Holy mackerel, what happened?
I don't know.
That's a trip, you guys. Everything is plugged in here. She disappeared.
Maybe the call got dropped because of what we're talking about. As soon as you said the TR3B is real.
Cindy, I'm looking on my phone right now, and we're still connected.
Oh, it's counting down and everything?
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to end it, and I'm going to call her back and see what happens. She's probably thinking that...
He's probably going, Jeffrey!
Why did you hang up on me, you dumbass? I'm going to call her back.
Yeah, so pretty soon, I think we're created to be able to mind speak, translate, all kinds of good stuff. I actually do, but only the curse is what got us. We got cursed.
You guys hung up on me.
No.
I was like, okay, fine.
No, not at all. I was still, no, trust me, your number is still up here on the phone, and it's still counting down like we're still on. That was weird.
Yeah, well, I was like, it's been like 3 minutes already. I was like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever.
No, not even that. I would not do that to you. Okay, all right. So
it's okay.
Okay, so so when you cleanse yourself, how do you do it?
So I'll stay away from any solids on the first day, and then stay mostly on juice. So I still have sugar. And then from there, I'll transition to lighter juice, water, and finally on the third day, just water. And
yeah, but man, I need protein.
You have to do it very gradual.
Yeah, but I need protein to survive. I mean, you got to have...
Yeah, you're skinny. I'm like very round.
Oh.
And I have lots of fat reserve.
Oh.
So I don't have to worry about that.
Well, then how am I supposed to survive?
The only thing that I have to worry about is headaches. I'll get headaches.
Well, yeah, because of the withdrawals. The withdrawals.
Right, exactly.
That's from
the caffeine.
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
Oh, yeah. If you don't drink coffee for a couple of days, you get the meanest headache. It's like for Pepsi. If I stop drinking Pepsi for a couple of days, I'll get the meanest headache because the withdrawal.
Huh.
That's it. Yeah. That is the only drawback. But other than that,
I didn't know that.
But after the third day, it's like I gotta eat. I gotta eat something. I'm a big fat American, and I have to eat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how I could do that. I don't think I could. I mean, I would probably lose so much weight in a matter of 3 days from not. I mean, when I had my tonsils taken out not too long ago, about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and I couldn't eat because it hurt. Right, I lost almost 10 pounds in a matter of a week. Because but I tried I tried forcing myself to eat, but it would hurt so bad. But yeah, I lost that much weight in a week because I could only drink, and I forgot what I ate. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Soft stuff.
Yeah, I tried, man. It hurt
soft.
so bad, but I had to remove the tonsils because they were just getting too big. And
now, when you start eating again, you have to do it also the same manner backwards. So you'll start off on clear broths and Jell-O and things like that. No solids until the second day, and then finally on the third you can go back to normal eating. But your body has to transition back.
Yeah.
I've been doing it wrong forever. Like,
good luck.
Man, I went from 0 to steak in 2 seconds.
Yeah, I don't know. I would die too without eating steak because I'm a meat person, man. I love.
I am too.
Yeah. So cool, Cindy. Well, hey, I appreciate you calling. Thank you much for giving us this info.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Take care, Cindy.
Take care.
Okay.
Bye, Cindy.
Bye. Christina from Tule, call us, please. 287-8367. 287-8367.
Yeah, so how many people went and saw, I shouldn't say his name, Team USA's big reveal video on YouTube?
Oh.
Y'all need to go watch that, man. That is an eye-opener. I mean, it's an entertainment for, and I think it's like 4 hours long too, 4 different parts. The only thing, like I was telling Jeffrey before the show, the Native Americans are in this country saying the giants are coming back, and they're going to come through portals, right? The Bible says that these demons are coming back, and there's in this race of giants, right? They're coming back, and they're coming through portals. And I feel like I don't think it's a long time. It probably might happen in my lifetime that the world is just so messed up. You know what I mean? And then there used to be no Bigfoot sightings, hardly at all. Do I know if there was like lots of them? People were just afraid to talk about it, or is it all over now? Like,
well, when you say a long time ago, what are you talking about? Years?
20 years.
Okay. Well, we didn't have social media back then. We didn't have any way of communicating. So, 20 years, we're talking in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, actually, no, 90s. Okay.
Yeah.
That was right before the computer. Computer happened in what? Early 90s? 95?
Yeah.
You're blocked. Okay, I'm going to answer it anyways. Let's see what happens. Hello, who's this?
Hey, it's Christina.
Christina.
Christina's blocked.
She was blocked. You're lucky I answered it, woman.
Sorry.
Hi, Christina.
Hi, Alan. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, really, honest.
For those who don't know who this is Christina from the Tule Res. And we've talked about her many of times.
Many.
Some good.
You have my back.
Some good stuff, some bad stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So hey, so cleansing. Tell us what you know.
Well, I think that there's a difference between what you're talking about as far as cleansing in a way of just what you're eating, you know, just to go all natural with your food, and then spiritual cleansing. It's
okay. Well, let's do the spiritual cleansing. When you say spiritual, you know, when you guys have on the reservation, you have your times where you guys, certain people do cleansing, and you guys do it for a reason.
yeah.
You don't
I really can't speak to that. But
I
that's
knew that was
something
gonna be.
that you.
Damn it.
Well, somebody that feels that they need that spiritual cleansing, there are specific people that are allowed to do that. So
Right.
you approach them and you ask if they would do that for you.
That's
and there's
true.
certain areas that they have to take you and techniques that they do, that
Okay.
they work on you. And so that person will conduct the cleansing on you.
Okay. Let's talk about Bigfoot. In your own words, what do you think it is?
We're taught that he walks in both worlds. That he's a spirit. They're spiritual people, and they're our ancestors. So they were here before us. And when you do see them physically, it's because they're walking in and out of that world. They enable you to hear them or to see them, but they do it when they want to be seen or heard. So there's really no way for somebody to call them out, I don't think. I mean, we have songs and we have prayers, but I think that they do it when they want to be seen and heard.
Okay. So, there's a lot of new people who are recently have caught on to us and are now watching us. For those who don't know, Christina is from the Tule Reds, which is east of Porterville, California, Tule River.
Which is, by the way, probably like rocking and rolling, huh? The river looks good this year.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. The rains that we had just really raised the river, the water level, and there's still some snow up
Really?
above.
Really? Near the cabins?
Snowpack. The road up there is still really, really bad. We could only make it halfway up there.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, there are a lot of really huge boulders that slid off into the road,
Whoa. So,
and a lot of areas where the road completely washed out. So they haven't been able to fix it all the way up there yet.
wow. So, you better tell them to move it.
Yeah, that's a big job.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so Tule, well, the Tule Reds, okay, you guys are known, I mean, you guys are now, had kept it for a secret for a long time, but you guys have placed stuff now at the entrance of the road to the casino. I mean, you guys now have a wooden statue of a Sasquatch, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of our tribal members made that out of a big slab of redwood.
Okay. So why so you guys allow that to go up? Now so you guys are coming out of the closet per se. A little right? Okay, cuz
That's a good way of putting it.
okay, cuz I mean you guys have probably one of the greatest artifacts known in the Bigfoot world on your property, on the reservation. And those who don't know, it's the painted rocks of what we all know is to be of Sasquatch. The family of Bigfoots have been painted on those rocks, and you guys have had those. Those have been there for who knows how long, over 500 years supposedly, right?
Yeah, it's been estimated between 5 and 1,500. We have other archaeological sites that have been dated to 700.
Wow.
So it's really anybody's guess. Actually, there was one that was dated to 3,000. Some of the items that came out of the last ark site that was found on the reservation. So
Whoa.
really, nobody really knows how old it is.
Okay.
Like, I remember one time I was up there. It was before I met you, though. But I was up there, and somebody had found some dinosaur eggs.
I heard about that.
You know, and he was saying that, and they were fixing a road, and the dozer kind of broke open the rocks.
And you start to smell?
Yeah, and it was smelling like rotten eggs. That's how he knew to, it was like so overpowering. He got off the dozer and was looking and found these eggs, like dinosaur eggs, all busted open. And, I didn't think about it then, but, recently I've been researching and talking with some other people on these pterodactyls and stuff like that, and they've gotten out of the bones, they've gotten the DNA out of it, so they could actually create one of these things now.
Jurassic Park, man.
Yeah, and I was wondering, that made me think about those eggs. Like, wonder if that was viable DNA out of that.
Who knows?
And what if it wasn't something that was really, that old? Because there are a couple of tribal members that I've spoken to who claim that they've seen dinosaur-like things in the mountains. So
really,
yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
What have they said they have witnessed? Like
little T-Rex type.
Whoa.
Okay, why have you been holding out on me, girl?
Well, I mean, it was just anecdotal stuff. I mean, when you're cruising up the hill and you pass somebody in their truck, and you just exchange little stories or pleasantries, and
right.
Some people, they'll disclose little things, but I don't know the whole story. I just hear little bits and pieces.
Holy crap! Okay, so you're saying that you have more than just Sasquatch up at the Tule. Now,
not that I can.
Right. Now,
they're stories.
Sure, stories. But why would they make up stories like that?
Right.
Got to change positions.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Now, for the longest time, for the longest time, you've heard stories about Sasquatch on the res, but you've never seen anything, and just stories, right?
No, it was heavily stressed to me that they're spiritual beings. So for me,
Uh-huh.
I never thought in my lifetime I would see it physically or hear one. I really, I thought that was something that only happened when, I don't know, you'd have to be really worthy to see that spirit.
Right.
So it was kind of, I was taken aback to actually hear one.
Okay.
Well, you're
and
worthy.
you know what?
You're worthy.
And you know what? Let's go ahead and tell everybody what happened when you heard for the very first time. You had two very big, popular investigators into the Bigfoot come to your res. She's laughing. That's us, guys. I'm just saying that was us. We were invited by Christina.
Wasn't me, no.
we were invited by Christina to go up to some cabins where.
And Danny, but he didn't want to show.
Yeah, dumbass Danny.
Yeah, you really missed out.
Oh man, God, did
Man,
he ever.
Danny, you missed out so bad.
Stupid loser.
I would have made you breakfast.
Blackballed now.
He's blackballed.
In more than one way.
We're gonna send him to Crying Rock.
He's on the air right now. He's on Facebook. He's going, "Oh my God, they're thrashing me." Yeah, even Destination America made you out to be black, Danny. That's funny shit,
guy.
right there. That's some funny stuff, right there. Oh my God. Okay. Anyways, so we were invited to go up with Christina to these cabins. About elevation, what, 6,000-7,000?
Yeah. Well, let's see. Where we were at, that's about 6,500.
Okay, 6,500.
And that was back when we were allowed to.
Yeah, back in the days. I know the good old days. Okay.
You know what?
What?
Speaking of the trees, okay, like there's ancient trees around there, right? I mean, they're ancient.
Old, yeah. Well, redwoods.
Like thousands of years old. And I was just doing some research on the Bigfoot, and it recently came out that it was the video that I talked about earlier that brought this out. When they're wood knocking, and you were talking about they can make sounds and everything.
Well, run, yeah.
Yeah, when they're wood knocking, they're not knocking. They're popping from inside the tree. They're inside the tree. And they have supposedly a symbiotic relationship with the trees. And what better trees to have a symbiotic relationship than them big old huge sequoias up there? And they've probably been hanging out in the same trees for 1,000 years.
So, Christina, do you think Alan's smoking the crack?
I think he might. Alan. Who knows? I don't know.
Well, I mean, when you can't see them, what if they're in the tree, inside it? You know what I mean?
Well, okay.
Never know that.
Well, okay, you've been on that reservation your whole life, right, Christina?
I moved here in my late teens.
Okay, late teens. And you've been going up to the spot since you moved there, right? And nothing has ever happened. You've never seen anything. You might have heard stories. And
I heard all the stories, but I never thought about it, never paid attention to it. Because, like I said, that was something that was always stressed to me, that they were spiritual. So,
nothing
never expected or looked for anything
physical. Right. Okay, so Christina invited Alan, myself, and Danny couldn't make it, so it was just Alan and myself, and we went up. And we arrived to the camps, where the cabins are. And I'm telling the story because there are thousands of people now, or thousands who have never heard it, and we're going to talk about it really quick. But so, Christina invited us to go up because we told her we believe there's probably Bigfoots up there, and she says basically to us, you guys are smoking the crack, and there's no such thing as up here, and basically she wanted to prove it to us. So,
Well, I wouldn't say that I thought that there was no such thing. I just didn't think that you would see or hear anything.
Okay. So we got there, right? And we they were driving in their truck, and we were following them up in my truck, and we arrived to the spot, and I got out, and as we were offloading, I decided to get my wooden bat and hit the tree a couple of times, like what we usually do. And what happened, Christina?
Well, while you were doing that, I think I was just barely offloading the truck, so I wasn't paying attention, and I heard you guys talking about, I don't remember really, you heard something, we went and joined you at the table, and I think it was Alan who was the first one to really catch our attention and say, did you guys hear that? And I just wasn't paying attention at all, but once he pointed it out, and we all kind of listened for a minute, there were some very distinct yells coming from, I don't know how far away they were.
Right. And there was like 3 of them. 3 separate beings making the noise from different directions.
Yeah, and I will always remember your face. What the hell is that?
Right.
Right.
Even my face is that way, and I knew what it was.
What the? I'm going. No, you got to be kidding me. And we recorded this, you guys. We have it to YouTube with the audio on it. And
I wish everybody would quit thrashing me about that.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like, they thrash us on that video because they could hear me and you
because
and everybody talking. Cindy and Christine, we're all talking.
Right.
And we're like, did you hear that? Oh, my God, did you hear that? I mean, you could still hear it.
Right.
Only
and it was much louder than actually showed up on the video, and I think if people were there, they would have been tripping too.
Oh, sure. I mean, they could hear it on the video too, but only they're like, how come you're talking over it? Well, we have a real sensitive microphone.
It's one of those Zoom guys.
And it was
Z5,
like 40 or 50 feet away. We had no idea that we were coming over that powerful.
Right.
I mean, now we know. Okay.
No, we need basically to shut up. And
I think if people had been there and had actually heard how loud and how close it was, I think they would have understood the reaction.
Yeah.
I don't even think they could have shut up.
Clearly, I don't know. I don't think you get the whole story from the video.
No, not at all.
Can't even try.
Yeah.
But only I don't think they could shut up. I know for a fact if you put anybody out there with that kind of screaming going on around you,
they would get so excited.
They would be going, "What the heck?"
Right. Right. I agree.
Just like us.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. So that was the first time you have ever experienced the screams.
But I bet you've heard them since, huh?
We have, and we've gone back, and it's always. Every time that we've heard it, it has been the same exact time in the evening. And when we camp out, we hear them the same exact time in the morning, which is about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Do you do anything to make them scream? Did you do any wood knocks?
My son did a couple of times we went up, but it seemed to always be clockwork after that, regardless of, even if we were just sitting by the fire, it just was the same time every time.
Dang, they like you guys.
But we never paid attention to it before. It took that to really make us, at that time of the evening, or that time of the morning to really listen for it.
Well, they might be talking to you. You know what I mean? Like, now
Well,
that they know you can hear them.
Well,
or you're paying attention.
Christina a couple times have texted me and said, you know, I'm up here, I'm going up there, and you've actually heard what coming out of the tree lines. I remember you told me one time that you were, I think you were texting me from there. She goes, Jeff, I'm hearing. What were you hearing?
Oh, I was on vacation one year. We went, I think it was a couple years back. Cynthia and I went up, and we were hearing kittens, domestic kittens that were just a few feet away behind the redwoods, and there was one behind almost every redwood that surrounded us, and we felt completely surrounded that afternoon.
So you heard little kitty cats meowing.
Yeah, and it was not bobcat. It wasn't mountain lion. They were domestic cats, clearly.
See,
And
I've heard that so many times.
And this is
from
where we
people.
were just talking about before you came on the air about how Bigfoot can reproduce sounds. So what if these, you know, let's say what if these Bigfoots were imitating these kitty cats, wanting you to go to the tree line to snoop them out, and all of a sudden they were going to grab you?
You know, I've thought about that day more times than I can even tell you, because so much happened that day. That was the same day that I had heard something call out to me from the cedar, and although I wasn't very far from Cynthia, when I called to her to see if she heard it, she couldn't see me or hear me, and there was no way in the world she could have not seen me, but for some reason she completely lost sight of me, and that always freaks me out.
That's a trip.
What?
Yeah. It was,
Wait. How far were you guys apart?
Well, remember the table where we recorded?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was standing just maybe 10 feet away from that table, and she was seated at the first cabin on the right. So I would say about, 80 feet?
Yeah, so, yeah, close.
So she couldn't see you at the table?
And I called out to her twice, did you just hear that? And she didn't respond, so I was kind of shocked at what I heard, so I turned to walk back, and she was looking for me at that point.
Whoa.
I have no idea why she couldn't see me or hear me. But that was the same day that we heard the kittens, and just, and the whistling was coming over. I forgot what I took. I think I took a recorder. I didn't record anything, but there was just whistling and static.
What? Now you said you heard one of them yell something to you, or what?
I heard. I told you about that. I heard it speak something to me, and I kind of don't want to go into that again, but I clearly heard in our language something spoken.
Whoa.
Oh, using your language?
And that was going on right when she was getting up to look for me. So if something weird happened where, for some reason, I don't know what happened.
Can you tell us in English what you thought you heard?
It was a greeting.
Really? What a trip.
And it was behind the cedar that was right next to the cabin you guys stayed in.
Right, yeah. That's I was hearing mumbling coming from behind there. When we were there was actually something mumbling back there. I think your son heard it too. And he pointed it out to me, I think.
There's a lot.
Wait. Your son what?
My youngest son, he hears a lot of things, and he sees things when we're up in the hill. But I always miss it. But I believe him.
Well, they have better hearing than us. Kids do.
Yeah.
They hear in a higher range. And I actually know for a fact, I mean, through research, that the Sasquatch has a higher range than we can hear and a lower range than we can hear. So they could be going off talking, and we can't hear it.
Now, the time that your son went with us and he freaked out because of what was happening. I mean, your son really, the first time he heard the screams, your son freaked out.
That's because it was freaky. I was
I
even
think
freaking
he was
out.
kind of intimidated by how big it was. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
Now, is he comfortable? Is he now cool with it?
Well, kids, they gauge by our reactions, so I think that as many times as we go up and he sees that we're not reacting in fear and we're not running away, that, they learn that way.
Huh.
So he's more comfortable. He's not scared to go to the mountains.
That's good. I know he's a great photographer.
He is.
Yeah.
He took a lot of pictures today, too.
Cool.
Has so obviously you haven't been up there lately, only because the roads have been blocked.
We've been going up to Chololo.
Oh, okay. Have you heard of any stories from people on the res? I heard that they're actually coming down now and looking in people's windows or near their homes.
I've heard a couple of things. Like, there's one tribal member in particular that I wish he would talk to you, because he has so many stories, and he has things that he's found in the mountains that he wants to give to me to teach the kids about. But I feel like, well, that's,
Well, why don't you?
That's his. I don't want to tell his story. I want him to tell his story.
What are they?
Oh, he's found everything from, fur to a partial carcass even, and bones, and he has casts of things that come walking around his house, and very, very interesting. And in fact, he asked a filmmaker friend of ours if we wanted to go and see where they live, because he said that he found an area where they're
Well, I know for a fact they're at Chololo. I mean, I seen them. They're over there.
Yeah.
Can you?
It was in the night. It was a big one, man.
Well, that's where we heard something run down the hill last summer.
I believe it.
Is there any way? So you've tried telling him to talk to me? You've asked him?
Or even come to our class, and maybe tell a story, but he just.
So how
he's humble. He doesn't want.
How old is this guy?
He's about 10, 15 years older than I
am.
I wonder if he's the one that found the eggs.
He may have been, because I think that's the one that told me the story about it.
He sees a lot of stuff.
How often do you see him?
I haven't seen him in a couple months.
Does he ride a quad everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I know who it is, yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Is that the same guy who came to us? No? When we were camping at the Tule Falls before Christina?
No, that was
No.
was
Okay.
The kid's cousin.
So you know who this guy is?
Yeah, I've talked to him several times.
Well,
I mean, I just talk with them. The only thing I told you, the one thing that he told me. Well, I mean, he told me like several Bigfoot stories about what he saw when he was a kid, and then some of the little bit of the history of his family with them, and that he found the dinosaur eggs. And that was the one he wanted to talk. He just found them.
How did you speak to him or contact him, through Facebook or email or what?
No, I was hanging out over there.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. You were what?
Well, remember the shirts with the Bigfoot? He's the artist that drew them, and he drew them from memory of experiences seeing them.
Oh,
I've been told.
I have a question. How come the Bigfoot's crying? What's the story on that? I don't think I ever knew that.
What?
In our traditional story, it's the creation of man, and all the animals get together and just, to paraphrase the story, they wanted to create people, so the different animals, the lizard came in, and, that's how we got our hands, and then the coyote came in, and that's where we got, the way we think, and then the eagle came in, and that gave us our strength, and then that, all the animals contributed to our being. And there was the question of how we were going to walk. Were we going to walk on 4 legs, or were we going to walk up on 2? And the hairy man said that we should walk like him. So the story goes on, and they create man, and the first people that came saw him and were afraid and ran away, and his tears are because he was sad that the people were scared of him.
That's a good
and
story.
That's just to paraphrase a longer.
Yeah, I understand, but it's still good. I didn't know that.
Could you get a hold of this guy? You know how to get a hold of him?
If I see him.
Huh?
If I see him, yeah.
Well, the reason why is I want to come down and meet him, like at the casino or something.
Well, the last time you guys were up here, I invited him to come up, and he said that he would, but he didn't come up.
He didn't come up. Could you somehow get in contact with them, like in the next couple of days, and see if if you would talk to Alan and Jeff, and if that's the case, we'll come down and have lunch there and with you and him and just talk?
I'll see if I run into him, yeah.
No, don't see if you can run into him. Call him.
No, I think that's how it goes, Jeff. Like, you got to run into him.
Well, okay, get your car and run into his car, and oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, by the way, Jeff and Alan want to talk to you.
Bump his quad.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, you're the dude. Oh, hey, by the way, but no, seriously, we'll come down there and we'll talk with him. I'll buy him lunch and dinner, and I'll get him drunk and see if he can.
And you don't want to do that.
No, okay. No, seriously, Christina. All right, make it happen. I got that Ron.
Right,
I got the Ron Moorhead book. I'll bring it to you.
You're gonna hold that as leverage.
That's right. Dang nabbit. It's autographed too. You should see what he wrote in there too for you. I'm not going to give it to you until you get us that interview with him.
That's a really cool book too, you guys. Like,
I know, I've been wanting to read it.
I'm going to tell you, it is so technical, like science-wise technical. Yeah, you think he's like a college professor.
Mm-hmm. He's pretty smart man. He's a pretty smart man.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he goes into quantum physics, and he talks about like all the different abilities that they have, and it is.
Well, you know what? You know what?
And I usually read through a book like really, really fast. I'm barely like halfway through it.
You know what?
Because it's so technical.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this, Christina. Let me talk with my wife, and maybe next weekend, if I'm not filming, we'll all come down.
Next weekend, isn't that the ball game weekend?
No, it's Thursday and Friday.
Oh, okay.
And we'll come down. I'll bring you the book. We'll have lunch. You come down. I'll buy lunch. We'll have lunch and see if you can get a hold of that guy to come down too.
Does he like Grizzly games?
Grizzly games.
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? Gosh, dang it.
Well, I'm not going to stalk him, but I will.
Right.
I will for sure see if I could.
Hey, you always stalk us, so what's the difference?
Huh?
You always stalk us, so what's the difference?
I don't stalk
you. All right. Well, okay. So, all right. See if you can get a hold of him, and if you do, tell him that we want to talk to him. Just one-on-one, just like shoot the shit, and
what I want to know, like, what is your plans for this summer? Now that you've been experiencing the hairy people up there, do you guys have a giant history with giants? Not just a hairy man. I mean, I'm talking about big people, like really big.
Off the top of my head, I can't think of anything.
Okay, yeah, a lot of them do. A lot do, and some don't. But they worship them. A lot of the tribes worship these giants. They taught them stuff, and they worship them, and they saved them from some kind of a world. They took them underground and hid them, until the catastrophe was over that killed everything on the earth. And I was just wondering. I thought
they were one and the same when people talked about giants, so I didn't.
Well, I'm starting to think the same thing, because the ones that have the giant traditions, they don't have the Bigfoot traditions, but only the ones with the Bigfoot traditions don't have a giant tradition. So, that's just only what I'm finding out. Okay, now, this summer, now that you know all this stuff, do you have any plans, like, of interactions with them, or, maybe trying to get video of them, or asking if they'll let you take pictures of them?
They need to clear the road first. She can't get up there.
Yeah, for sure we plan on camping, but we're just waiting for the roads to open.
She could be at Chololo and do that. I mean,
do some wood knock at there, and I bet you it would come down there.
They might.
You got to do some wood knock. They'll follow you.
Because it almost sounded like from where we were, sounded like that they were near where Chololo is. You know what I mean? Like, because it sounded like they were far away. But that's a big res, so I have no idea exactly.
So this guy that we're talking about too, right? I keep going back to him. You brought it up. Too bad. So he knows that, I mean, there's more to it than just the Sasquatch up in there. So do you think there's a vortex, a portal? Do you think? I mean, it sounds like it to me.
Well, I know.
Well, I've been taught that they walk in both worlds.
Right.
And that's how
Yeah.
they...
Well, not only that, but you said the little dinosaurs, T-Rexes and stuff. I mean, what the hell?
Oh, that.
Plus, like, I don't know.
The same thing.
I know, like, a few tribal members over there, and the first stories I ever heard was of the green and blue orbs going,
Oh, yeah.
crossing, following the river. I mean, that was the first stories I ever heard, and they see it all the time. It's like a everyday thing to them, And to me, I thought that was interesting, because they don't talk about it.
Okay, so this is what we'll do. In a couple of weeks, we'll make plans to come down there, and you can make an announcement. Say, hey, Jeff and Alan are coming down here, and spread the word, and maybe they'll come out and hang with us. I'm serious. Hello, Christina, are you there?
Yeah, I'm listening. Okay.
All right. And
All
just,
right.
it's just, hey, Jeff and Alan from, that stupid show on TV, Paranormal Central, are coming down. And anybody want to tell them your stories or just talk to them, we will be there. So we'll make this happen in a couple of weeks, okay? And I'll bring you the book.
All right. I will message you then.
Man,
Okay.
you'll love the book. You
Okay.
will.
And I want to do some gambling, too, while I'm down there.
Of course. We want you to.
Absolutely.
A lot of gambling.
But I'm not going to lose.
Now he will.
Oh, shit. Damn it. Okay. All right, Christina, thank you very much for coming on and talking with us, man. That was awesome. It was fun.
Yeah, it was
Appreciate
good
Okay.
hearing you.
Yeah,
again.
absolutely. So,
Yeah.
okay, well, let's keep in touch, and in a couple of weeks for sure, we will come down, okay?
All righty.
Awesome.
We'll talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks.
You like Grizzly games?
I've never been to one.
Oh.
Because maybe she might want to go.
You want to come down on, but it's a school night, though, and stuff like that.
It may be a school night, or it may be a night or a day when my son has a band competition. So I'll have to check. Just message me. Let me know what time.
Well, this Thursday and this Friday. From 7:05 on.
Possibly Friday. I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. Well, let me know.
Cool.
All
It'll
right.
be good
Okay.
to see you,
See
too.
you later.
All right. We'll talk to you
Okay,
later. Okay. Bye.
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 See ya. And that was Christina from the Tule.
She's so cool.
I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. I'm gonna sneeze.
I like hanging out with her.
We got the connections. Oh, did you know that? No, I better not say anything about Lauren Coleman.
Oh, really? Yeah. I've been seeing some stuff about him. You know, that guy he's not all that anymore. Something happened, and his paradigm went south.
I don't know.
He used to be really, like, top of the crypto world,
Yeah.
but he's not anymore. I don't know what happened, though.
So, but yeah, hopefully Christina, I mean, we're going to go down there in a couple of weeks, and then just, hopefully people will know that we're coming down, and hopefully people will come forward and want to talk to us. Hey, even if it's just one person, that's is awesome. And let's see what happens.
It would be cool if a few people showed up.
Yeah, just
Because I bet you there's all kinds of stuff going on there. But they're like all the other tribal people that I know. They're really private. You know what I mean? Like, unless it's the tribe, they're real private. If you're not tribe, then you're not privy.
right.
Right.
Well, we'll see if something good could come out of that. It's been a while since we've seen Christina. Anyways, I got to get her to the book, and why not do a little bit of gambling? Oh, excuse me.
While you're at it.
Yeah, and then eat some food.
It is good food.
And,
If anybody coming through, if you
and I
stop
think-
at Tule Res, they have the best
And
buffet, man.
if I'm not mistaken, in their store gift shop now they sell Bigfoot shirts and
Yep.
stuff.
Yep, they do.
Okay, guys? If you did not know that, they sell Bigfoot stuff now at the gift shop. Isn't that right, Christina? Get on Facebook and tell me yes or no. And so we'll see what happens. We'll see if Christina says yes or no. I'm pretty sure because I've seen some of the shirts, and I think they are starting to sell stuff there at the on the res at the gift shop in the casino itself. So we'll see what happens. Okay, so we got about 9 minutes left. That went by quick. It's great that we have people like Christina sold at our tribal gas station. Oh.
Wow, where's the gas? Is the gas station on the res or down
low?
low?
No, it's got to be down low. So, okay, so there's stuff. So the tribal has their own gas station, which is understandable. And they sell a bunch of Bigfoot items there, I believe. Even Danny said cigarette store. I'm not sure what that means, but maybe that's the same place. So, hey, Christina, give me the location of that tribal gas station, like the corner of what and what, or if you have an actual address so we can go ahead. And Tammy Thomas on 190, and Tammy, oh my gosh, Tammy Thomas is just on Facebook, and she says off of Highway 180. Tammy Thomas, for those who don't know, is the lady who saw the evil gnome.
The evil gnome.
Hi,
Tammy.
On the Tule River down in Porterville. She was the one who was on the Monsters and Mysteries episode.
And on our show. And
she came, not visually, but she was
call
on.
In, yeah,
call in. And she's the one who saw the evil gnome. Tammy Thomas is on the Facebook right now. She's saying, hi, guys. How's it going, Tammy? Tammy moved. I think she moved to Texas, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Tammy? Where'd you move?
Man, everybody I know is moving out of California.
Yeah, she moved someplace. She'll tell us right now where she moved.
Some people are sick of California. You know that?
But
I'm sick of it, but only I love it too much to leave.
Tammy, where did you move to?
Yeah, and I hate tornadoes. Sorry, but I hate tornadoes.
Yep, I guess Texas, high taxes. Yeah, Danny's going high taxes. Well, who cares, Danny? You make $1 million a year.
Yeah, high taxes.
Yeah.
And they like this new gas
Vernon,
tax.
Texas.
Oh,
there you go. Christina got the address. 31267 on Highway 190. The address of the tribal gas station in Porterville, California, is 31267 Highway 190. If you go there, they sell Bigfoot stuff at the tribal gas station in Porterville. So there you go. Christina, do they sell anything at the gift shop at the casino? How about those books? Are they starting to sell any of those books or any shirts at all at the gift shop? And I'm waiting for Christina to respond because I know there's probably a little delay, and that's why I can't give you her answer right away.
You know what? I restarted the whole thing. It's still a split keyboard. I don't know what happened.
Okay,
I wonder if it did it like that's the new thing.
No. I've done that one time many years ago, and somebody showed me how to take it off, but I would have to take it to work and do it. So, but anyways, okay. Jeffrey, have you ever seen the Mothman? No, I have never seen the Mothman, but Alan and Rick saw something similar to a Mothman flying over. Not too far away from the Tower District, you guys.
Actually, it flew right over the Tower District, straight at us.
So there you go. Yeah. So something going on at the Tower District. I think there's a portal, a vortex right above there because many things are being witnessed. I remember this was several years ago. We're talking, God, I don't know, over 10 years ago. I had a call on my 24-hour hotline. This lady called me. She said she lived right around Dakota and Fresno Street, right around that area. She said she was in our backyard. And I don't know what she was doing. I don't know. This was in the daytime. Mm. And they were looking up, and all of a sudden, the sky opened, and a UFO came out of it, and it closed up.
Whoa.
And, she called me on it. She said, this is what we witnessed. And it was right above the sky, and we saw it happen. And it's like, wow, what a trip. That is not close to where everything is happening. But like I said, why in general, Fresno, everything is happening here.
Yeah.
It's just wow. I don't know.
I lived in Tower. I kind of grew, like my grandfather's house was in Tower, so I kind of grew up there, kinda. And then me and my wife had our first house there, and it was haunted. The Tower District's like old and haunted, like for sure.
Right. Tammy, you know what? Shoot. Tammy, call me right now. Can you call me Tammy Thomas? And if you can, call me Tammy Thomas on Facebook. I'll see if you can respond to me really quick. Tammy, can you call me if I give you the phone number? I'm waiting for a response on Facebook. And yes, all right. Okay, right above your response on yes, Danny, put the phone number. Can you call me really quick or at that phone number? And let's just chat a little bit. Cool. Tammy Thomas, the one that saw the evil ohm. The one that you have seen on Monsters and Mysteries.
Yep.
What's the name of the episode?
It's called Evil Gnomes, Bigfoot Wars, and Hell Hounds.
She
and
is
every time it comes on, I get a bazillion messages. You're all over my TV and all this stuff.
Yeah, I get that.
I mean, all the way back, like people in Oklahoma.
Jessica, you missed out. So where have you been, Jessica, my cuz, and Becky?
Now I'm looking for settings. Somebody told me it was in settings.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
So yeah, Tammy, call, and we're gonna talk to Tammy Thomas. She's the one who again witnessed the evil gnome on the Tule River, not up at the res per se. It was downtown, down in Porterville. Because the Tule River goes down from the res down in through the Jessica's in Sacramento, that's why, through Porterville. So hopefully Tammy's going to call us right now. We're waiting. I know it's 2 minutes left, but you know what? We're going to stick around if you guys don't mind. We are going past
That's what's
the
cool
time
about
allowed
the
it
internet, huh?
because we can. Tammy,
Hello.
how's it going?
Hi, Tammy.
Pretty good. Hello. How are you guys doing?
Oh, we're doing extremely well now since you're on.
Oh, good.
Awesome. So for all those who don't know, Tammy Thomas is, her story got put on Monsters and Mysteries on the same episode as our window episode. And she came on several years ago to tell us about the story firsthand. And she just popped up on Facebook and I said, oh my God, that's Tammy. And so she's on, and so hey, since I've got you on,
Yes.
so tell just really brief. I don't want to not say brief. I don't want you to leave out anything, but so you lived in Porterville near the Tule River, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
We did.
How many years ago did this all happen?
Oh goodness. Let's see. From I believe 2000 till about 2005 or 6, I think. I don't exactly remember, but it was several years ago. It was when my son was about 3 or 4.
Okay.
So
yeah. When did this evil gnome incident happen? What year?
Oh goodness, let's see. Probably 2000, I believe.
In 2000.
When it started.
Okay.
Yeah, we started hearing the weird noises around the house and somebody coming to the windows and trying to get in, but we thought it was somebody from off the river. And then one night I'd come back with my son from grocery shopping, and I was getting things out of the back of the truck, and I lost sight of him for a minute, and I started looking for him, and I saw him standing looking. There was an real old barn on the property where we lived, and there was an old Cadillac, and he was standing staring at the Cadillac. So I went to get him and said, "What are you doing?" And he said, "There's somebody standing there." And I looked over, and it was just the creepiest thing. It was probably, I'm 4'11", so it was about 3 feet tall, I think. And it was just the creepiest thing I have ever seen, and it scared me. It started like, it had this weird, gurgly, phlegmy laugh. And I grabbed my son and ran in the house and closed the door. I told my daughters to make sure all the windows and everything were locked. And the windows at the time of the place we were in were about probably 10 feet up off the ground. And I heard something at the living room window, and we saw the top of its hat right at the bottom of the window, and there was nothing there for it to stand on. So I don't know, but it was, like I said, about 3 feet tall, and it just had just the creepiest face. It had a beard, a long beard and mustache, and it was dressed in like old-timey clothes. And it terrorized all the animals. It terrorized a bunch of kids in the neighborhood, and it was just real bad.
So it had the little gnome hat, the little pointy hat. It had that.
It wasn't. Yeah, no. The hat, the one that we saw, the hat wasn't pointy. It was more round. It was kind of not like a derby or whatever you call it. It was a little taller than that, and how do I describe it?
Like a cone
it wasn't
head?
Exactly pointed.
Wow.
Huh?
Like a cone head type thing? Like still tall, but only instead of a point, it rounded off?
Yeah, like that. And, you always see the pictures of gnomes wearing those little pointed hats, but one we saw wasn't like a pointed hat.
Right.
And it did not look nice, and it's not something I wanted in my garden at all. It was. And after we moved from there, in fact, the place where we were living when they filmed Monsters and Mysteries, we had it come up there a few times because it was still on the river. That place, it was just right there, and it would come up. It had come up a couple of times. So,
so it was following you.
Yeah, and other people had seen it after the show came out. After we came out on the show, other people that I would see and recognize me would say, well, we live down there and we've seen and heard things, but we didn't know exactly what it was. And some other people said that it had chased them out of the river. They were down there. I don't know exactly what they were doing, but it chased them out. And I asked them, well, why didn't they call somebody? And
who are you going to call?
Who would exactly? The same with me, And I thought, well, that was a dumb question. Why didn't I call somebody? Because I didn't want them to think I was insane. But yeah, so it's still down there, and as far as I know, people are still seeing it. The old barn that it had stayed in was torn down, and a mobile home moved in where that used to be. So I don't know where it's at now. I don't know. Living down on the river.
Can you do me a favor?
Lives under the mobile home.
Well, can you do me a favor?
In the basement.
Can you do me a favor, and when you have time, go to Google Maps, like a satellite or whatever, and take a snapshot of the place where you used to live.
Okay.
And then send it to me, and hopefully I can find it on Google Maps, like an address. If you have an address, that's all I need, I guess, is the address of your whole home, because that'll tell me where it's at. But if you can tell me right about where the other sightings are located, the addresses, or if you can put pins and take snapshots or whatever, I'd like to take a trip over there just to see what's going on in that area.
Yeah, it's only a couple hours for us.
Yeah, and then Christina can meet us there.
Yeah, because it's pretty easy. It's just off 190, so across from the state hospital and down Pettit Road. It's like really easy to find. But yeah, I can do that.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I don't want to say exactly where, but yeah.
Yeah.
So it's right there in the neighborhood, all over the place and then down. So yeah.
Wow.
Man, right in the neighborhood. Like, we've been going to a lot of places in the neighborhood lately, neighborhoods.
Yeah. Well, it's
a trip.
Wow, an evil gnome. What? Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, I'm not going to even go and try to even debunk this. I don't know what it is.
Just go over there with our bat.
Yeah, and go see what we can see. I mean, I don't know. So, all right, cool. Well, awesome, Tammy. Thank you for
how you liking Texas?
Oh, I love it. I love Texas.
It's kind of like California, huh? Where we're at, like where we live at, the weather and everything.
No, it's more humid.
Well, it's more humid, and they have a lot more storms than they did out there.
Yeah.
So, and tornadoes.
Yeah, that's like mine won't move.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I'm getting on.
I like where my house is. I don't want it moved.
I believe is that episode on YouTube?
Yes, it is.
It is. Okay.
Yeah.
For those who
Only
don't,
they made the voice faster, so we sound like chipmunks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For those who don't know, the episode that we're talking about in question is on YouTube. Monsters and Mysteries actually placed it on YouTube, so you can go and watch it. It's I guess monsters. If you type in monsters and mysteries, then all the videos will come up. But it is called
Evil Gnomes.
Evil Gnomes, Bigfoot Wars, and Hellhounds.
Yeah.
Evil Gnomes, Bigfoot Wars, and Hellhounds. That's the episode Alan and myself were on with Tammy Thomas, and I believe it was in Coachella or in Palm Springs or in Indio is where they had the Hellhounds on from. So. Cool. Well, thank you very much for coming on and telling the story again, Tammy. Very cool. Have you witnessed anything crazy in Texas?
No, not so far. But I haven't really been out and about much. But
okay.
Yeah, so there hasn't really been much going on here.
I'm just glad that it didn't follow you. That's all.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, you know what? Now you were the one also who mentioned to me that. On 190, was it you and your mom or somebody saw Bigfoot run across from the orange fields?
yeah, that was on Highway 65.
Oh, 65.
Yeah, 65, and that was years and years ago. But we were on our way to Bakersfield from Porterville. It was about 10 o'clock at night, and it ran down, but it was white with long hair. It wasn't brown like other people have seen. So, and it just ran down the embankment and across the road, and then down another embankment into orange grove. Because back then it was all orange grove.
Okay.
Huh?
Can you also send me a location on Google Maps of where you saw that Bigfoot at, the white Bigfoot? Do you think?
Yeah, I can try.
Okay. Yeah. See if you can pinpoint that location, and
Okay.
because I don't know. Back then it was orange groves. We don't know if there's orange groves there now. It could be houses, but I want to know. Maybe there could be a canal there or something like that. I don't know. Just
okay. Yeah. Several years ago, a few years ago, my daughter and her friends were on their way back to Porterville from Bakersfield and saw what they thought was a baby one. It was a small one that was running along the edge of the orange grove. So I don't know.
wow.
Yeah. So
I was going to say, so you don't have to go to Tule to look at the Bigfoots in Porterville, that's for sure. But you have to know where to go.
Yeah.
You have to know.
Yeah, or be unaware. We had no idea. We were just, driving back down to Bakersfield, and it just came out of nowhere. So,
right.
Out of the orange grove. But yeah, so.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, you're either accidentally catching them or you're going to where you know they are.
Right.
One or the other.
Yeah. Oh, with me it'd be accidental because I won't go looking for them.
That's funny. So, all right, Tammy. Thank you very much. I know it's late. It's like 11. No. It's 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
10:09.
We're 2 hours ahead of you guys.
10:09. Yeah, Texas. So, all right, Tammy. Thank you. And if you have any future sightings or anything crazy happen to you, make sure you call me. Okay.
I sure will. Thanks for having me again.
Thank you, Tammy.
Bye, Tammy.
Oh, don't forget to send me those
Good talking to you.
addresses and all that stuff. I seriously want them. Okay.
Okay. I'll look them up.
Thank you.
Cool.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye.
Okay. Bye.
Road trip to the Tule Res and the Tule River down in Porterville.
Yes.
Evil Gnome and Sasquatch, here we come, baby. Anybody want to go? Bueller?
I do.
Bueller? So, all right, we are out of time. We are 10 minutes past what we usually go, and it's because we just have so much fun here.
And we can
At
do
Paranormal
it
Central,
if
and
we
can do
want
it.
to.
So for Jeffrey
That's
Gonzalez,
cool.
Alan Thomas, Christina, and Cindy, and Tammy Thomas, thank you all for calling in, and we thank you for watching wherever you are, Facebook live stream. See you next week. Bye.
You have been listening to Paranormal Central with Jeffrey Gonzalez and Alan Thomas. Broadcasting worldwide at ParanormalCentral.net and on our... Stay tuned for next time. Remember to keep your...
Oh, yes. Don't forget to show up at the Grizzly Stadium this Thursday and Friday. Grizzly Stadium this Thursday and Friday. If you want to come and talk to us, we will be there at the halfway to Halloween, Grizzly Stadium, this Thursday and Friday night, Fresno, California. Hope to see you there. Bye. It's 11:11. Do you know where your children are?